Welcome to session 10. Today we're going to draw Batman from the animated series. So let's get started. We're going to draw a large portrait of his face. I'm first going to start with his eyes, bringing a diagonal line in toward the center and doing it on the other side as well, leaving a little bit of space in the middle. Okay, now we're going to bring a diagonal line slanted a little bit more this way. And same thing on this side. From the outside, bring a diagonal line down. And then we're going to connect them across the bottom. Okay. Now we're going to draw the nose part of his mask, this is the center of his face. I'm just going to give myself kind of a guide point. That's where the center of the nose is going to be, and I'm going to make a diagonal line, kind of a curved diagonal line back, just about to where the outside of his eye is, and I'm going to do it on the other side as well, just about to where the outside of the eye is. And if this helps, just to give you a little mark where you want to make it to, go ahead and do that. It does help me. So now what I'm going to do is bring up the sides of the mask. What I'm going to do is leave a little bit of space in between here and start about here on both sides. So I'm going to bring this line up at an angle just above his eye on both sides, and then I'm going to bring it basically straight up on both sides. This line is going to be diagonally facing in here. This is going to be for the top of his ear, and I want to come down to about here. So I'm going to make a little mark for myself as well. And same thing on this side, mark about here. And I'm going to bring this diagonal line down to that mark. And then what I'm going to do is bring a curved line across to meet the bottom of the ears there, like that. I'm going to work on the inside part of his face, so that's why I left this area open. I'm going to bring a diagonal line all the way down, slight diagonal line. You can see it's not very diagonal, but it does taper in. And same thing on this side, slight diagonal line. Again, it does taper in a little bit. Two slanted lines in like this, 1 and 2, and then a straight line along the bottom for the bottom portion of his face. His mouth is going to be just below his nose. We'll give him a serious line there for his mouth. And then for the rest of his armor and his suit, I'm going to make a diagonal line coming out and then kind of curve it as I get toward his shoulder. So like this, and then I'm going to curve it out. Same thing on this side. I'm going to make a diagonal line, slight diagonal line coming out, and then curve it when I get to about his shoulder area, like that. To do the bottom portion of Batman, since we're not going to fit his body here, I'm just going to make his kind of bat symbol here. So I'm just going to draw a curved line like that, and a curved line to about the center. And then I'm going to connect it on the other side like that as well, curved line up, and then I'm going to connect it back to his shoulder on this side. So again, we're just going for the portrait of Batman on this one. All right, let's add some color. So first I'm going to start with his skin tone. I'm going to do his skin tone in a peach. And I'm going to start right here and just bring these lines down. If I go a little out of line with the peach, I'm starting light for this one because I can always go back and just add the darker color around it if I do go out of the lines a little bit, which is fine. Still taking my time to fill in the space. All right, so for the rest of Batman, we're going to use a black marker and just start filling in all of the space. I'm going to start from the top of the ear and come all the way down. I'm going to outline the whole drawing first in this. Kind of clean up some of the marks and the edges there. and the inside of the ears, curve for the top of the head, and the other ear. I'm going to outline this eye here. And around his mask, and this is where I can kind of clean up the line. All right, I'm going to use the thicker part of the marker here to just fill in this space. So I'm going to start up here and just start to fill this in. If I go out of the line a little, that's okay too. I can always kind of clean it up by going over the edge there. I'm just using my marker stroke to kind of go back and forth and just fill in all of the space. Let me know what your favorite DC character is, DC comic character. Batman's in my top 3, I would say. It's a fun character to draw too. I like that it's pretty simple. All right, that's going to complete the drawing for Batman. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Give him a try.